It's a condition that affects over 2 million postmenopausal Canadian women, and it's keeping couples out of the bedroom. Vaginal atrophy, or VA, is a chronic condition of menopause, and a new international study called Closer reveals that 6 in 10 women say their sex lives are suffering due to its symptoms. Symptoms of VA include dryness, burning, itching, irritation, and painful intercourse. Despite the physical and emotional burden of VA, women are still uncomfortable discussing it with their partner. The study also reveals that Canadian men are among the most likely to say they don't want to talk about VA. In contrast, if a woman's partner was suffering from erectile dysfunction, or ED, 3 out of 4 women would talk about it with their partner. 86% of men say they would discuss ED with their partner, and 83% would discuss it with their healthcare professional. Dr. Vivian Brown, a family physician and certified menopause expert, recently presented the Canadian data.
I think